Hello friends, welcome back to Kingdoms of Amalur. Let's head into the sanctuary where apparently there's a chest over here. And it doesn't seem to be anybody's chest, so we'll go ahead and unlock this one. Royal Signet, what does that do? +1 persuasion, that could be very useful. The armor and health is pretty good too, but yeah, I think I probably prefer the rings we have still. But that is a pretty good one. Yeah, for some reason I have like a distaste for this church, but I think it's because of that first priestess who was trying to get me to give her the one thing that would have helped those farmers, so that's probably it. Alright, so there's the... no. Here's the donation box. A small label designates this box for donations to be sent to soldiers fighting off in Kurlan. So you could be evil and steal from the box. But we'll deposit the purse and see what happens. Wonder what that thing is. It's a cage, but it's like a spirit in there. And then I wonder if I should just like sneakily wait and see if somebody comes by. Does it say what time it is in game? Not really, just that it's nighttime. I guess there are no clocks around this time. Also, I'm not really sure we've seen a church map yet, so this is kind of cool. I guess it's a lot of the same pieces. So what does the quest say? It's to watch at night. Well, it is nighttime. And there's somebody down here in the reliquary or whatever this is. The crypt, perhaps? Oh, somebody's sleeping. Probably not them. Another cage with like a spirit in there, a sage crafting altar, and Burren Cove. Well, I'm not going to steal from this church. So I wonder if we need to wait until it's like nighttime, like maybe it was like just before dawn when we came in here. Or perhaps we have to leave and come back in again. I mean, it seems like nighttime. I still see plenty of stars. So let's head back inside and see if that triggers it. Maybe you have to talk to it again? Nope, okay. Yeah, I wonder what you have to do to trigger the quest to continue. Maybe it has to be like the dead of night. I think she did mention something about that, so... Alright, well, we'll leave this be for now. Ooh, some floating scrolls and floating pots. Must be the power of Lyria. And we'll come back maybe tomorrow night. Or at least in-game tomorrow night. So what other quests do we have? None others in the town. Haven't been to all the merchants, but we probably will at some point. So let's just go south for now. And see what that other quest giver is. And we'll summon Axie before I run into more trouble. I am still using the other mouse for now, so...
Those she holds dear prosper and thrive, yet the strong and the proud fall beneath her displeasure. Go in peace, be guided and blessed by Lyria, my children.
And, oh, this was a mistake. We'll save those poor creatures and summon Axie again in a second. Once we're a little bit further away. Okay, so now we're back by those stones and waterfalls. Oh, and we are being attacked by boggarts. Oh, see, I hit the button on my mouse that would normally be switching it to fire damage. Oh, they're running away. That's right, and stay out. Oh, or... okay. I'm gonna keep running ahead. Now Axie's chasing them. It's a pretty bridge. But I want to see what this quest is. I think it said a journal on the map. What is that? Some kind of shrine? Some chakrams and a book. A scholarly work dust seems to have settled into the very spine and pages of it. In my travels, I discovered a most unusual case. As I clearly outlined previously, the density of Fey vital forces waxes and wanes from place to place within the Phalanx. But in the plains and pools of Galafor, I found such free-floating abundance of these vital energies as I could hardly believe possible. To test the potential of the place and to prove certain theories that had haunted my idle thoughts, I devised 3 urns and 4 specially prepared stones around the pillars of a broad pool in Galafor. By placing 1 stone in each urn, certain symmetries were caused to act upon the forces of the place, and I summoned a boggart from thin air. Moreover, because of my devising, the little fellow was not hostile to me and in fact quite loyal. The second combination left him sick, and he was sad. So I'm guessing whatever he did for the 3rd stone ended up killing him, unfortunately. But we'll take this and try to continue on his work. I found the book and then the stones. I've spent 4 days trying the combinations now, but still have not summoned a boggart. Did make myself sick enough that I could hardly limp back to town. I will try again this morning. Lyria grant this one yields my boggart. Okay. So I think the first guy, actually scared me there, was more successful, and this guy had the book and was trying to do the same thing himself. So let's leave the stone here. I assume we need to get all the stones in there ourselves. I might just leave all these on. Use like a fire sprite, I guess, or has burning damage. Poor crab is caught in the crossfire. Oh, he was in range. I didn't expect him to be in range. Axie! Leave the crabs alone. Yeah, I might just leave it on the ability number 2 until I get my mouse working again. Which should be next episode for sure. Alright, so all the stones are in there. So what am I actually doing here? No, not that one. Oh, is it just a task? Yeah. And his journally seemed to believe that the right combination. Okay. So in that case, let's try taking the stone from this one. And let's actually make that my active quest. I think it's just these 3 stones here. Yeah. Oh, so there's 3 different color stones. Okay. Did we save the crab? We did! Yay! And the masses rejoiced. Okay, so how am I going to identify these? So we're going to have, I guess I'll call this left, right, and far stone, or far urn. So there aren't that many combinations here. I was thinking it was like whether or not there is a stone, but I guess it's the combination. So we'll do purple, blue, and red. And I seem to have summoned a boggart. Right? So, did I win? Oh, he's using a butterfly. That's cute. So why is the quest not updating then? Or is that just the quest is like you could summon a boggart to help you anytime you want to? That seems a little more likely because it's a task and not a quest. Let's assume that for now, which is kind of cool, but you probably can't take him out of this area. Oh, this guy's a fire champion. Let's try some ice damage or some electric damage to him. Yeah, not having my my mouse is really messing me up here. Because it basically means I can only use one ability at a time where I'm using the number pad, which I guess the number pads aren't really that bad. I'm just so not used to it. And I have the boggart helping me, I assume. But I don't have Axie. Yeah, I guess the boggart is facing this guy. Yeah, he is. Alright, so he's taking 2 of them off me, which is appreciated. Alright, good job, little guy. So yeah, I'm going to assume that quest is just repeatable, which is why it didn't, like, update when I summoned it. It would be nice if it, like, actually updated the text, though, and said, like, now I can summon a boggart anytime I want to. Or it's possible that somehow, maybe you summon different boggarts, depending on which combination it is. But then it seems like that guy would have, so I don't know. Hopefully this guy doesn't attack the crab.
First, the Pyrrhal tree. Then the shapes of trees and heads and hawks, made by the white caps of the waves before they crashed. Then 1,000 other wonders in my lands have faded, failed, and fallen still. All I know and love is slipping from my grasp.
Well, that's sad. Also, an aqueduct. That's really cool. Didn't expect to see one of those, but yeah, it's pretty awesome. I guess it brings the water to the town. So which way is the water flowing? Yeah, it's flowing towards the town. Overflowing a little bit, it seems. But I wonder where it would go if it didn't go over the aqueduct. I guess it would turn and go downhill then. Can't loot this guy, even though it looks like I can. Can loot his cart. Some crafting materials, and oh, more sprites. Sprites especially are annoying to fight without having the ability to change magic super easily. Because they're different element types. This would be perfect to actually like change whatever spell I'm using depending on what type they are. Whereas for most enemies I could just like use fire and be happy with it. Okay, still can't loot that guy. I don't know why the little skull H thing appeared. I'm not in stealth mode. Let's grab this shrine blessing while we're here. Oh, we already did. Never mind. Okay. Doing a little fun song. Okay, so I guess the river would just come down here then into this like meadow area. It's actually very pretty. I like this tree. I like the waterfalls. Be a fun place to visit. And there's a secret cave and oh, Krudok. Alright, we do need to kill a couple of those guys. Oh, I blocked that, but it didn't block because I was casting. And it follows you too, which is really annoying. Some lightning damage. Some more fire. Alright, and that should update the quest, I hope. Band of Light, what does that do? More damage during daytime. I don't know, that might be worse because I have 5% all the time or 50% during daytime, which I assume is like 12 hours of the day. So I guess on average it would be better. Ooh, a secret cave with some Essence of Fate. Nice. Don't really use those because I don't really make those potions, but kind of cool to find a special prize nonetheless. Well, hopefully it wasn't my boggart. Maybe it was and he either got killed by the Krudok or just ran out eventually. Alright, Axie it is. See some unfriendly boggarts over there. Apologies in advance to all, or brownies rather, all crabs in the vicinity. Only so much I can do. Missed that one, but let's just do some splash damage. Krudok. Ooh. Those things are tough. I've had to use 2 health potions there. Oh, I'm not blocking because, again, my mouth's... Ugh. That's so frustrating. Let's try to dodge those things till they go away. And they really don't, which is annoying. Also, did I not actually summon Axie? Where's the off-going crabs? Yeah, those attacks are really tough because I feel like I can't block them because I don't have my block button mapped. And I can't seem to dodge them because they follow you. I guess if you dodge them long enough, they do go away. Or the right angle. Lightning resistance more than lightning damage, so we'll just add this to junk.
The Great Cycle brought powerful magic to Amalur. The arcane veil begat King Issa's reign, and all things in balance, also its destruction. The seasons passed, the summer wilted into autumn, and Lord Ohm culled his strength. King Issa's sway receded as does the shade at noon. The Feylands rested from their sprouting, and a haze of indolence silenced the woods. When the winter moon waned, it began. A terrible thunder rolled across the darkened plains of Erethel.
So I'm guessing this is the path to the next area, to a few different areas actually. And it seems like there's something up here. It's going to be part of one of the either the main quest or the one of the faction quests, because there's both Sky Crown and Sky Crown Cavern, which sound like cool names. Might check those out if we don't come across a quest that leads us there. But I will avoid the temptation for now. And another Dispel chest. Very easy. Let's just auto attempt. Yay, it worked. Save some time there. I almost ran up to those trolls or Jotun or whatever they were and attacked them. But decided I would wait until we have a quest. Elite Murgons, okay. Looks like Axie took care of that one. And those are gone as well. Maybe a little tougher than regular ones, but not by a lot. Okay, I saw some wind chimes around here. Let's head to them next, and they are up and to the right. After that, I'll probably change our active quest so that we're not being led astray back to the Bogart thing. Okay, let's grab this chest. What is an adept ring? Oh, not bad. But I still like what we have. Grab some materials. Okay. Let's use the windstone, and I assume, yep, there's some bad guys. Let's go ahead and choose a potion. And while we're at it, let's use Warrior Strength and Steel Curtain. And oh, I can't block. This is going to be very tough. I mean, it's not the end of the world using my numbers on the keyboard. It just takes longer than the mouse buttons did. And I'm so used to the mouse buttons at this point. Gotta get used to using these now. And then by the time I do, ooh, severely damaged, okay. Another one. Let's use the sword, because I do have one of those potions going that should do more damage with melee weapons. Can't use the block attack either. Ooh, that was a good dodge on his part, I'll give him that. And that was a bad miss on my part. I guess the good thing is they don't do too much damage. I guess I have better armor now, or just higher level or something. They're scary looking, and they are very fast, but their damage isn't like super high. Coral necklace, what does this do? Plus 20% damage. Found by an expedition of gnomes in the Northern Isles, the seashell necklace aids in almost any combat situation. Okay. Finally something that's very clearly better than the one we have. We'll definitely equip this. And probably use it for quite a long time now. It is a very lucky drop. And some gold. Alright, so we've kind of explored this whole area. We have the Sanctuary quest, and I guess that's about it. So let's zoom out to the world map. I guess we'll head south, or let's head south and kind of go around this way, and then we'll end at Rathir, the great city we've heard so much about. And then there is a quest down there. Let's go to that area first, though, and then we'll see which quest it is. Maybe the last wind chime quest. And there are 2 passages this way, so I have to be careful I'm taking the right one. So I want the one to the right to start, which I think is over here. Grab some more Edelweiss. Hopefully it's something useful. It seems like it's... Well, it was rare early on, but then in this area it's more common, so maybe not. But at least we'll have a ton of crafting materials when I start really crafting. Probably too many, honestly, at this point. I might try to start avoiding going out of my way to, ooh, an Ed and Shaman. Well, thank you for the health boost, Axie. So yeah, it wasn't my full health that time, just a decent amount. Got the damage here. And any loot? Does not seem like it. There's one more up ahead. A War Priest. I was hoping that would stun him. Let's try this instead. There we go. Alright, and then just kind of hack away while he's down. He has a ton of HP. Okay, I gotta stop. I keep getting greedy and going for 2 slashes. Why did I just lose health there? Let's use a potion, but I feel like that was for no good reason. Okay, now we're on to the better potions. Oh, I thought that would interrupt him. Not that time. This should do the trick. There we go. Plenty of gold, healing potion, warrior strength. Some good stuff, but probably not worth the amount of potions it took to defeat him. What was that? Oh, just a sky blossom. And are we going the right way? We are. Sweet. And now we are in Candria, I guess West Candria. We were in... Okay, so Galafor... A little confused here. So what is Akatha? Is Akatha... Maybe Akatha's the mountain or the tree? I'm going to assume Galafor is this region. A little bit more like swampy, meadowy it seems. A little flatter. And who's attacking me? Oh, one of these guys. I do not like you guys, except for the fact that I do have this quest I need to finish. Like mosquitoes, jeez. There's some health steal. Thank you, Axie. Oh, a greater health regen potion. I will happily take that. And are these more freemen, or are they just other types of bandits? Probably freemen by the looks of them. Yep. They seem to be half asleep. I saw something fly out of one of them and hit me. I wonder if it was like a health steal. Get some more armbands. Not too tough. A lot of enemies around this area, it seems. Switch to the local map. So there is... Oh, Grinning Vein. Right, the bandit. That's who we're looking for down here. Okay. There's some Jotun and Freeman up here. Not sure they're not fighting each other. And there's a loot chest over there. Oh, let's grab that. There's a hidden chest up there that I probably won't grab. How's our inventory doing? Yeah, actually a surprising amount of space. Okay, let's make our quest Vane's Luck. And it looks like he's in one of the caverns we'll have to go into. Oh, okay. Guess they'll leave us alone. It seems the cavern is over this way. Can stop and get this cash on the way there. Minor healing potion. We can probably avoid those guys if we're careful. Oh. Nope. We were about to go in and they seem to have seen us. At least the initial cast of that doesn't take up much mana. It takes a little bit of time. Oh, we gotta upgrade, right? We gotta repair some of our stuff. I forgot about that. I knew there was something in my mind that was like, don't forget this. And I totally did. Okay. Items, and I think we have a few repair kits now. Yeah, we have 8 of them, it looks like. So let's definitely upgrade our chakrams. Oh yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, pretty much all of our stuff has been damaged, so I'll have to remember to buy some more of the repair kits. Alright, let's go ahead and end things here. I probably should get to bed in all honesty, but I'll try to squeeze in one more episode tonight. And we will head into the cave and defeat Bandit Vane, and then explore more of this area. So thank you guys for watching. Take care. Stay tuned for more.